As you know, there's about 38,000 more children, more stories, similar entirely. And these 38,000 will be needing care in the next 12 months. And that is why, as you've heard all through the day, that Home for Good has a bold vision to find a home for every child who needs one. We need foster carers and adopters and those to care for teenagers, and we seek to do this through the church, because with the wraparound support that church can give, it's a remarkable thing when we come together to do it. As you know, the numbers are but yet increasing. And I would love to be able to stand here in a few years' time and say that this number is decreasing, but as of today, 1 in every 15 minutes a child is coming into the care system. 1 in every 15 minutes. Would you allow me to put this in context? In the front row here, would you stand if you are willing and able? Would the next 2 rows please stand if you are willing and able? Would the next 2 rows behind that please stand if you are willing and able? And we are still not yet even giving the fullest pictorial representation of the number of children that, since we have been on site together thus far, these numbers. Oh, can we just add another row behind, please? If you're willing and able, would you please stand? Family, this number of children are waiting for a home, living away from birth family because they need nurture, love, and stability. Allow this representation to be a sobering moment where we acknowledge what we, the church, individuals, couples, and families within it. This is what is represented right now since we've been on site for the number of children that need this care. Please do take your seats, and thank you. 208 to be precise. 208 children, simply since we've been here, require a home, a tribe, and belonging. And this is why Home for Good has established the Who Cares campaign. You've heard me already articulate that this is a question. We're posing it as a question. Who cares? Does society? Does the church? Do we? Allow me to expand more on Brooke's story. Brooke was left alone in a flat as a toddler and hadn't eaten for a few days before concerned neighbors called social services. Who cares that Brooke and her brothers had to be separated from each other before being placed with Jim and Emma, as there were just not enough foster carers who could look after the sibling group together? Who cares that there's not enough adopters like Jim and Emma, people who decided, in the words of Isaiah 54, to enlarge their tent, to enlarge the site of their dwelling, as it says in the Amplified Bible, and open their door? They cared. Jim and Emma said, "We will care," and I now in turn ask us, do we care? Will you care?